And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, we are going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes some shock Darwin Nunez news. But first, of course, we are going to be starting with the scenes yesterday, as of course there was some emotional goodbyes as Arne Slot basically bidded farewell to Feyenoord fans. Yes, Arne Slot bid farewell to Feyenoord supporters following their penultimate home game of the season on Sunday, with emotional scenes as he prepares to depart. Slot is due to take over as head coach at Liverpool at the end of the campaign, and will bring assistant Spike Hushloff, head of performance Ruben Peters, and technical advisors Etienne Regine with him. With the most vocal sections of Feyenoord's D'Equipe closed for the final game of the season on May 19th due to sanctions from the Dutch FA, Sunday marked a big occasion. After a 5-0 victory over PEC Zwolle, which came following his confirmation Feyenoord had finished second in the Eredivisie, supporters serenaded Slot and his staff. Slot's name was sung before, during and after the game, while post-match he led his players over to the supporters, blowing kisses, cupping his ears and leading them through more chants. There was a rendition of You'll Never Walk Alone, as is customary at Feyenoord, while Hushloff was also greeted with a chant of his own. Speaking his post-match press conference, Slot admitted that his scenes looked like a farewell, but it also has to do with what we achieved here in the last 3 seasons, he added. I think they liked what we saw in the last 3 seasons and also today, but with all the rumours in the media, I think they are expecting me to leave. That is something we could say. Slot added, now I got to credit and my assistant Spike Hushloff, and that's not fair to all the others. All of the others are also very important. If you look at the availability of the players we have every time, the fitness they have, then our medical department and our performance department should get a lot of credit as well. But you know how it is in football, it's always the head coach. That's the nice things when things are going well. When it's not that good, it's also you as the head coach. But I think incomplete staff of Feyenoord and players deserve a lot of credit for the way we have performed here over the last 3 years. Slot is a beloved figure at Feyenoord, having led the club to the Eredivisie title, as well as the KNVB Cup, and getting to the Europa Conference League final. So there you go guys, as stated, he has pretty much said goodbye to the fans, despite it not being the final home game. Of course they do have one home game left, but the Ultras won't be available, so that did almost seem as though that was the send-off and the farewells, of course. But Liverpool fans starting to dig deep into the whole situation and are starting to get very excited about this Arne Slot situation. Of course, we are going to have our own farewell of our own, as we're going to be saying goodbye to Jurgen Klopp on the final home game of the season against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, of course, leading up to the transfer window, there has been lots and lots of speculation about players who can leave. We already spoke about Joe Gomez. We've also spoke about Kelleher. Mo Salah's been on the rumour list, and Darwin Nunez as well. And now we do, it seems as though Darwin Nunez may be hinting at something, as he has deleted every single Liverpool post from his Instagram. Darwin Nunez has fueled speculation over a possible exit from Liverpool this summer after removing almost all trace of the club from his public Instagram. Nunez is coming to the end of his second season at Anfield, and despite 18 goals and 13 assists in 53 games, faith in the number 9 is wavering among supporters. With a big chance coming this summer as Jurgen Klopp departs and Arne Slot arrives, not to mention the restructure of Liverpool's recruitment staff in the boardroom, Nunez's future may be coming under consideration. The Uruguayan has now caught attention by deleting every post in a Liverpool kit from his public Instagram page. His only reference to the club on a profile boasting up to 4 million followers comes in his biography, which Nunez tagged both Liverpool FC and the Uruguay national team. Nunez has not deleted posts relating to former club Benfica, while it does not appear linked to the recent change of sponsors from Nike to Adidas. Whether this is an act of defiance towards his current side remains to be seen, but it certainly suggests all is not well with the 24-year-old at Liverpool. It can be argued that Nunez receives a disproportionate level of criticism for his performances, particularly given he is likely to end the season as the second top for both goals and assists behind only Mo Salah. But that comes with the territory as an £85 million striker who continues to frustrate in front of goal given the quality of chances laid on for him. A worrying failure to convert chances, a strange display of decision making, and Premier League record of 32 offsides this season have led to widespread criticism. The club record signing has started just one of his last 5 games, while he is now 8 games without a goal since his effort against Sheffield United on April 4th. He has only competed the full 90 minutes in 12 outings this term. There may be no coincidence that, with Michael Edwards returning to the club and Nunez widely credited as a Klopp signing, recent reports explain that Liverpool's recruitment staff had instead favoured Christopher Nkunku, who then joined Chelsea. Perhaps the groundwork has already been laid for Nunez's exit, but if not, the striker of course deserves ongoing support as a Liverpool player. Yes guys, very, very interesting indeed how this is kind of coming up there. I've seen a few Liverpool fan pages on X as well sort of reply to him. Darwin Nunez has blocked those pages. And that's not been abuse thrown at Darwin Nunez, it's almost been support really from these sort of fan pages, and Darwin Nunez has then gone on to block them. So it does seem as though there's been a bit of a fallout with regards to Liverpool and Darwin Nunez, and as stated, the sort of rumours that are currently being fueled at this moment in time stating that he wasn't a Michael Edwards sort of signing could be stating that he is set for an exit this summer. We'll have to find out and see, but that's a really, really weird situation. Fair enough, I see players always go off social media, delete their posts and stuff like that, but Jesus me, deleting every single thing for Liverpool just seems a bit too far. Now moving to a bit of transfer news in terms of incomings, guys, we have been linked to a host of Feyenoord players, and whilst I don't necessarily think that we should be being linked to a lot of Feyenoord players, I probably do expect us to maybe sign one, that being Pfeiffer, but we as always, when a manager sort of changes club, you get linked to every single player that's currently doing well in that club, despite where they're coming from. Of course, Erik ten Hag brought a few Ajax players or players that he worked with at Manchester United, but reports are stating that a move, or a Liverpool move for Feyenoord Gestrude ahead of the arrival of Arne Slot as a head coach is very unlikely. Given Slot is poised to arrive in Feyenoord this summer, it's no surprise that Liverpool have already been linked with a number of his players. Chief among those is versatile defender Gestrude, who fueled speculation as he attended the recent 2-2 draw with West Ham. With no player making more appearances in Slot's managerial career and his contract set to expire in 2025, it seemed realistic that the incoming head coach would at least recommend the 23-year-old. However, according to Dutch publication, Geruda is a player who has not yet been discussed by Liverpool's recruitment team. His visit to the UK was instead to catch up with close friend Crysencio Somerville, watching the Leeds winger in the unfortunate 4-0 loss at QPR the night before he attended the West Ham game. Gestrude is described as a serious option for many clubs, and it is maintained that he could be possibly also labelled for Liverpool later, but the likelihood is that the right back, who can also play as a centre back, left back and defensive midfield, is not viewed as a genuine option by Liverpool. As Joel Matip prepares to depart on a free transfer, the emphasis will be on bringing in a new centre back to improve the quality of the squad rather than make up the numbers. While Gestrude is an accomplished defender, his lack of experience outside the Eredivisie, having spent his entire senior career so far with Feyenoord, may make him a gamble in that respect. There is no indication that Slot will have a major influence on Liverpool's transfer plans, and in fact the club will look to Erik ten Hag failed signings at Manchester United as an example why they should avoid that route. Again, look, I know we're going to be in there for a defender. I like the look of Gonzalo Inacio, but I don't think we should be going down into Feyenoord to try and bring in their players. As stated, I do think, Matt Pfeiffer looks very, very, very good, but we shouldn't be going down the route of trying to bring the whole and get the whole band back together at Feyenoord. That just doesn't work, and I don't think that's the way our recruitment team are going to work in this new era anyway. But Liverpool fans, that brings us to the end of today's video. As always, do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. What do you make of the whole Darwin Nunez situation? Would you be willing to let him go this summer or not? Would you like us to stick by him, or would you like to see another striker coming through the door? As stated, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.